Hi, and welcome to the top 5 favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
Yes.
So start at number 5.
So number 5 is AntMan, which is just a really fun summer movie.
Yeah.
That it was delightful. You got the Michael Pena, who was hilarious, and of course Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd,
who's
charming as
just
ever.
Delightful. Michael Douglas, as always, who we personally are very big fans of.
Yeah, totally.
So that was really awesome to see him in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it seems like something that would be a step down in his opinion, but he really went for it.
Yeah, and I really liked the relationship that they came up with Hank Pym and Scott Lang to include both of them like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was really clever. And
it gives a little more history to the universe.
Yeah. And what I liked about it when it came out at the time was we talked about how it seemed like every movie ended with like citywide destruction or like dropping cities on folks, And
this made a joke of that.
Yeah, it was literally very small, and the city was a model, and it was still getting destroyed and all that kind of stuff.
And the one building that did get destroyed was imploded, and almost no one died. I'm sure someone died.
Yeah.
But
it was all on a small scale, but it was still really, really exciting. And actually, I mean, you got the Marvel villain problem, I suppose, a little bit, but I actually really enjoyed Yellow Jacket. I thought the design of the suit was really sweet.
I thought he looked fine. I thought overall, though, he wasn't.
Just
wasn't
another.
He
Marvel.
wasn't that interesting of a villain.
Yeah. And Evangeline Lilly was also.
Oh yes, I can't wait to see her as Wasp.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah. So and Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
So
there you go.
Yeah. Delightful.
See, because Paul Rudd.
Yeah, because Paul Rudd.
T.I.'s hilarious in it as well.
Yeah, you got the T.I. That's right. Yeah.
And Baskin Robbins.
And Baskin Robbins.
They always find out.
Baskin Robbins always find out.
Number 4 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I love this movie because I'm a huge Captain America fan. He's my favorite hero, and this is although I may like other movies better that we may talk about later, this is the best example of Captain America being Captain America. Just standing for what he believes is right, no matter what.
Being awesome.
The elevator scene with him and the 8 guys or so that are going to fight him, and him just saying, before we start, anyone want to get off? Just giving them the opportunity, because he doesn't want to have to do...
You're about to get your ass kicked by Captain America.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to have to kick their asses. He doesn't want to. He wants them to take the option to realize that they probably shouldn't be standing against them.
Yeah, they shouldn't be doing what they're doing. And even the beginning when he's clearing the boat, and then he has the one-on-one fight with that one dude.
The Leaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Best one-on-one fight, especially the knife fight with Bucky before the reveal.
Of all the Marvel movies, it may sound weird, but my favorite action sequence starts with the car where it went to shove and rips the steering wheel. What do you do? And then ends with the reveal of Bucky because you go through an array of emotions. It's some of the best choreography and an awesome car chase. I'm not really huge into car chases,
Me either.
but I love that part. And the whole, I love a good one-on-one knife fight. I'm a big fan of that. And Winter Soldier is awesome. So.
And Falcon is awesome.
And Falcon is awesome as well.
Yeah, totally. He's the best sidekick you could ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect sidekick for Captain America.
And he gets Captain America.
Yeah. This guy's right, and he just, hey.
Captain America needs my help.
Captain America needs my help. I follow him. I go where you go.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You're Captain America.
Yeah.
So, great movie.
Great movie. So number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy, which was really fun, really awesome, hilarious space adventure movie.
Yeah.
Which was so different than everything that Marvel had come up with before that. And I'm so glad that James Gunn directed it, because he's got such an original sense of humor.
Yeah, and it really fit the quirkiness of the characters. And just like, hey, we got a main character that's a raccoon, and another one that's a tree.
Yeah.
And another one who doesn't get metaphors. Let's go with
Yeah,
them.
make them lovable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he totally did.
Yeah.
And I really... Star-Lord is really awesome.
Chris Pratt.
Every day. That's the best part of Star-Lord, is like, if any one of us, like if I were kidnapped by aliens at that age, I probably would be Star-Lord. But,
yeah,
you know, I like to think that.
Yeah.
Like, totally. I'd be off having space adventures exactly like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
So I love that, and the soundtrack was, of course, awesome, even though it's in space. And
very fitting.
And it had a very good emotional core. Like, for a fun space adventure, it starts in like a very tragic situation, but totally pays off. I actually cry every time I watch it at the end when they're all holding the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best climaxes of any of this. Awesome. And Groot and Baby Groot.
Groot's awesome. Groot's my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your favorite?
Or Rocket.
I think Star-Lord might be my favorite, actually.
Might be more into it.
And that might sound weird since I'm so judgmental of Chris Pratt. But, yeah.
Because his other roles, he's not as good as
He's not, yeah. Because Star-Lord is if Andy Dwyer got kidnapped instead by aliens instead of becoming Andy Dwyer.
Instead of becoming Burt Macklin, he became Star-Lord.
Exactly.
Number 2, The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Yes.
Well,
it's The Avengers. It was such a build-up to it, and in even the recent past leading up to Avengers, there's been movies that had such an epic build-up. Matrix sequels, any prequels, Star Wars prequels, and they just let down so much. But the Avengers didn't, and it was just awesome. It was everything you wanted, and just that one big one-shot in the Battle of New York at the end, where it just shows where everyone's doing, where everyone's going, and ends with Hulk punching Thor. It was just that's what an Avengers movie looks like.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Paul Dini called it the perfect comic book.
It kind of was.
Yeah, and I remember as we were watching the movies before the Avengers, they were all coming out and they were all awesome. We're just like, how is the Avengers possibly gonna? So we kind of went into it. It's like, it's gonna be great, but you know,
yeah, it might not be.
Yeah, but afterwards we were just like, that movie was awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it was, and it's the Avengers altogether. It was fantastic. You couldn't ask for a better team-up movie, and it was surprisingly, with all that going on, it had one of the better villains of all the Marvel movies with Loki.
Yeah,
with the benefit of being built up in another movie, and I think that's the benefit.
Yeah, I think that it was a really good idea of them to use a new villain instead of trying to introduce another villain while Avengers are going on.
And then I remember us freaking out, walking out as well with Thanos being the reveal. Because like Avengers felt like the big build-up, and then you see Thanos, you're just like, oh boy, we haven't even started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah. Just awesome. So that's just a great movie. Number 1 on our list, our favorite Marvel cinema, and it was close. To be fair, we watched both of them recently back to back,
just to try to narrow it.
Yeah, and the winner turned out to be Captain America: Civil War. Because that movie is awesome.
It's so awesome.
That movie is awesome. I mean, The Avengers was great. Looking back on it, I think one of the things that Civil War may have over the first Avengers is just the depth of it. There was so much going on in there, and it pulled it off almost like Ultron. If Ultron had pulled off everything that it tried to have going on, but so much of it fell apart. With Civil War, it all kind of just, and it was all leading to that.
Yeah,
in such
and it used everything that we've known throughout all of the movies as just we don't need to explain this again.
Yeah,
you should know this, or and just
and they didn't
like
reintroduce Vision.
No.
It's just like, here he is. You know Vision.
Yeah,
even though he wasn't in a Captain America movie before, if you haven't, that's your loss. That kind of thing.
Go watch Age of Ultron, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. And the difference with, say, I don't want to get into that too much, but say other movies that came out at the time with superheroes that went up against one another. The fight, when they finally fought each other,
was satisfying.
It was satisfying, and it was so natural. It wasn't to the point where, like, we're about an hour and a half into this movie, we should start fighting.
Yeah, maybe we should get the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. This is why people came, it was more like, it was such a build-up where, before they fought, you were kind of like, even like Captain America and Tony, you're almost reaching for, maybe that,
Yeah, maybe
I know that's why I came to the movie too, but I almost don't want to see them fight. So when they do, it's awesome to see, but you're also kind of, you
don't want them to fight.
Yeah, you
as
tear
awesome
up
as
a
that
little
sound,
bit. Yeah.
With unlike other movies that may have pitted superheroes against each other, there's also a reason.
Yeah, a legitimate
reason,
like that has feelings and logic.
And like this is
behind
coming to a head no matter what, not just
it's unavoidable.
A random third party.
Yeah, and the resolution wasn't nearly as easy as some other fights. Of
and although it comes down to Zemo did pit them against each other to a point, he didn't mastermind the entire thing. He didn't know that there'd be a superhero brawl at the airport. It was just these two characters going against each other, and then, not to mention Zemo being, although not a physical force, but one of the best Marvel villains.
Yeah, and
just
I think
outthinking them.
That I think they found an interesting way to not do the Marvel villain thing of like, this is far from a copy of Captain America or a copy of Tony. It's someone who's so far removed from all that, but because he's smaller, he can see the big picture. The hubris or whatever of it all, and like, oh yeah, this could easily come toppling down.
Yeah. Because
just look at Tony Stark. He's an unstable dude, and Captain America is going to stand up for anything, no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. He just kind of
down the nose.
Yeah, exactly. So he was the only real Marvel villain that you could say succeeded. Mm-hmm. Because that was the other thing that was awesome about that movie.
It has real consequences.
Yeah, at the end.
Unlike Iron Man 3, where everything got erased.
Yeah.
As soon as you see Tony again.
Yeah, and like
they're separated. Captain America doesn't have a shield anymore. He's on the run with Bucky or Black Panther.
Yeah,
or Wakanda.
Which we haven't even talked about that. Another highlight of the movie, Black Panther,
of course,
which was awesome. Mm-hmm. Probably, he's gonna have one of the slickest suits. That's one of my favorite outfits in the Marvel movies. I love his outfit, and every time and I think his name escapes me, the actor, Charlie Boseman, whoever, the guy who played T'Challa. I thought he was really awesome, even outside of the suit. He commanded a lot of a presence to kind of get that warrior king.
Yeah,
it really made me look forward to
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick. It really made me look forward to the Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
More than I already was.
Also, Spider-Man, first appearance of Spider-Man. Ant-Man was also on that. We love Ant-Man. We're not the biggest Spider-Man fans.
But it's fun.
And I'm a fan of Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's
big fans.
Yeah. It has its problems, but it's a good movie. Tom Holland did a good job. I can believe him as Spider-Man. He held it up. I think he's charming. I think he's a good Spider-Man.
I look forward to Spider-Man Homecoming, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah. So,
And Captain America.
And yeah, and that was the other thing. Even though there were so many people in it, they balanced everybody so well.
And it was a Captain America.
And it was a Captain America movie at its core.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about Cap. I really like that. So, very well done. So, those are our favorite movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Stay tuned for any other content we put out there. And enjoy all the Marvel movies in the future, I'm sure as well.
Yes.
Better.
Yeah.
After Avengers 4, I'm out.
Yeah.
So, as long as those are good.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.